Happy Friday, everyone. It is Shereem Herndon-Brown here, President and Founder of Strategic Admissions Advice, and it is Friday, March 8th, and it is your college admissions and coffee talk. And I try to jump on here every Friday and have a conversation about college admissions. I obviously been doing this for 20 years. If you've been following our page at strategicadmissionsadvice.com or our Facebook page and all social media handles, Strategic Admissions Advice, you know that we help families and students to navigate the college admissions process. If you were watching this on replay, thank you. And please check us out because we try to give great information about the college admissions process. And, you know, the goal, if you have a child who's applying to college or you're a student, you're thinking about applying to college soon, the goal is, you know, how do I get in and how do I pay for it? It's pretty much that simple. So try to jump on Fridays to give you a roundup of things that I have discussed with our clients this week or heard through the admissions channels that I'm associated with, so that I can give it back to you guys in some shape or form as an expert to share with you what you should be considering as you go through this process. So today, decision time. Seniors, if you are a senior in high school and you're part of the class of 2019, there's a good chance that you're going to get your admissions decision sometime this month. If you were not admitted, you know, in the fall or earlier this winter, all admissions decisions have to be released by the end of March, early April, first week of April. So get ready. It's an exciting time. This is what you've been waiting for all year. Parents, this is what you've been hoping. You have your fingers crossed that your child gets into the school that they want to, but also that you get the financial aid package that you need in order for your kid to go there. So as those financial aid awards are also released, you want to get clarity. And if you need to contact the financial aid office at any of those schools because you're a little bit confused, please do so. Financial aid officers are pretty usually reliable in terms of communication. So as you're getting your decisions, check with the financial aid packages and contact the financial aid office if you need more clarification because you want to make this work. Your kid has worked, you know, from preschool through 12th grade, and you want to make their dream of going to college a reality. And sometimes many of us need a little bit of extra financial assistance, and that's where the financial aid process comes in. So please do that. So with that decision time, seniors, you are slowly phasing out of this college admissions process because you will be in school, in college in 5 to 6 months. That's got to be really exciting. And, you know, as exciting as that is, once you get in and once you get to make a deposit because you know what your financial aid is going to be, you should then make a housing deposit. Yes. Housing. If you're in the class of 2019 and you're graduating this year, once you figure out where you're going to go, please make a housing deposit so you can get priority housing at the school unit, the college or university that you're going to go to. Very, very important. All right. Now to my juniors, the class of 2020. My wife, bless her heart, got a call from a friend of hers this week who said, you know, please, can you ask Shereem if there's a way for a friend of ours to figure out what their child should be doing in college? So what she was asking is, what are the assessments? How can we determine should her kid major in engineering? Should her kid major in business? Should her kid major in nursing? Whatever it may be, people want to go to college with some kind of direction. So what major should they have for college? And I said that there are a few different tools, different online tools that can help students to go through a series of questions and then be prompted with or given an assessment that will give them majors that they should consider, careers that they consider, how much money people can make in that career. So operative word, if you are looking for an assessment that will help your child to make the right major choice in college, please check out uscience.com. Another one is Major Match. We use at Strategic Admissions Advice something called eHuman Resources, which is a do-what-you-are kind of Myers-Briggs for teens, but it is a program that's baked into a software that we already use. So if you're looking to kind of do something separate of that, again, there's Major Match, there's UScience. You might even check on collegeboard.org, because there are assessment tools out there to help students to have direction and get some clarity on their next steps. All right, so please check that out. That is for 11th graders, or even 10th or 9th or 10th graders. I mean, really, you want to make sure that you are planning your high school experience academically and extracurricularly with looking ahead towards college. And you can't do that unless you figure out what I'm good at, what my strengths and interests are, so that you're making the right college choices, career choices, and yeah, salary choices. And there are a lot of tools that will give you all that information. That's number one for juniors. Juniors, class of 2020, you should be asking your teachers for recommendations. Many colleges, particularly private colleges, will require two teacher recommendations. And at this time, at this point in the year, you pretty much know whose classes you've done well in, which teachers you've been bonding with, and it's a good idea to have a conversation with them about if they will write a college recommendation for you. I am of the thinking of, it's in a perfect world, you want to have teachers from two different subjects write for you, right? Or two different disciplines. One could be an English teacher, one could be a math teacher, one could be a foreign language teacher, one could be a science teacher. I tend to think that if you have two, like a math and a science write for you, they're going to say similar things. If you're going to have a history and an English write for you, they're going to say similar things. So in a perfect world, you will have teachers from different departments, different disciplines write for you because it shows your different skill set. So juniors, as you're going through this last part of spring, it is now March, please identify teachers, plural, one or two, that will be able to write recommendations for you for college. Most colleges will expect that your school counselor, your guidance counselor will send a transcript, and that you will send your application with your essay and your standardized test scores. But there's also, for many schools, also a teacher component, a teacher recommendation component. So please check that out. Coffee. With that, sophomores and freshmen, this came up as well. I got a phone call a few days ago from a family about, okay, what classes should my kid take next year, because they're currently a sophomore, but we want to make sure that they're taking the right courses as they look to junior and then, of course, senior year, because they want to, I believe it was pre-med. And which science courses should they take now in preparation for that? So it is very important, parents and students, to figure out, okay, what did I do well in this year that I want to continue to advance and take challenging courses? It could be everything from foreign language to science to math. Am I being recommended by my teacher to go to the next level in an honor, it's an AP, IB, whatever it may be? You want to appropriately challenge yourself. Do not, I have to say it again, do not try to bite off more than you can chew. Do what you can to maximize your potential, but please do not think that, well, colleges want to see APs and honors and all that, and then you take harder courses than you probably should. So, hey, Carrie, how do you juggle rigorous courses over the summer in sports? I will answer that question in a moment. But teachers, the asking questions about the courses for next year, you want to make sure you're on the right trajectory. So you're steadily taking harder courses gradually. So the question is, how do you juggle rigorous classes over the summer with if you have a challenging sports schedule, or you're involved in some kind of internship? If you are doing something that demands a lot of your time over the summer, how do you juggle that? You know, we all want to relax over the summer a little bit. We all want to make sure that, you know, we come back to the school year refreshed and rejuvenated. So my advice is really for you to ask your school, what are my options? Can I take a 3-day-a-week summer course online or at school that may help with me to get ahead for the next level? Many students are playing sports year-round now, and there's a lot of training, particularly for football or basketball or travel baseball. But you need to be in touch with your school to make sure that the class that they're either offering will satisfy the requirements. If they will accept online courses, if they will accept you taking courses at a junior college possibly. So juggling time management is a whole separate issue. But if you want to be an elite athlete and you still need to do your schoolwork, you definitely need to make sure that whatever you're doing satisfies what you are doing in school. So yes, that would be great. Ninth, again, I really need to reemphasize this because so often I see 9th and 10th graders not engaging enough with their course schedule and just taking whatever somebody gives them. Not cool. Please, please, please think about what I take now in 9th grade affects what I take in 10th grade affects what I take 11th grade, affects what I take in 12th grade. In order to do all those things, you must kind of see the full picture and figure out what's best. So that's what my suggestion would be, is for you to really think about what you're taking now in different departments, science, math, foreign language in particular, and how it affects you in the next year. So that is the big questions that we had this week were about assessments. How do we figure out, what my kids should be doing in college? And there's major match, there's U Science. 11th graders, you're going to talk to your teachers about your recommendations. 9th and 10th graders, you're going to think about your courses for next year and even the year after, and what you need to be doing now based upon your grades to prepare for next year. The question that we had in the chat, thank you, Carrie, was about how to juggle rigorous classes over the summer with a challenging sports schedule. You have to really talk to your school about it. What are they going to accept? What their requirements are as an institution, and then figure out what you should do from there. And again, they should be able to help you. But again, there's community college opportunities. There's other public schools in your neighborhood. There are schools that have summer courses that will help you to get to where you want to get. Most importantly, this is a great time of year for college admissions because decisions are coming out. A lot of decisions over the next 3 to 4 weeks from all colleges and universities will be coming out, as well as their financial aid packages. So look out for them and look out for us. Check us out on social media handles and on our website on strategic-admissionsadvice.com, because we're going to be sharing great information, but also talking about the college admissions process as we have coffee, because it's something that I know is on a lot of parents' minds, a lot of students' minds, and the only way to do it is to share the great information. So we hope that you found this informational, and please check us out on Fridays at 8:30 a.m. Check out the replay. Thank you for watching it, and give us some questions if you have any. We'll be back next week. Thanks.